Hey, everybody. Welcome to 2018. We are here. I'm Harlan.
And I am Kim.
And we're here to celebrate. We've got the party hats. We've got a new year. We've got snow, if you look at the screen. And that's pretty good, considering Kim is in San Francisco and I'm in Florida, and it's not snowing in either place. So we'll just turn the snow off and we'll say welcome to you. And we'd love for you to let us know who's here that you're watching. So go ahead and type your name in and let us know. Say who you are and maybe where you're from. And so we can see you. Now, remember, sometimes our comments aren't as quick as you are, but we're seeing them. Hey, there's Pat, there's Sarah. There's Adina, Anna, Dusty. Okay. And hi, Tamara, and hi, Ashley. They're coming in. Welcome, all of you guys. Phyllis, Tina. Okay. Now, if you look outside, who's got snow? Okay. Not me. No snow here. Look at that sad face on Kim. No snow there. Okay. Who's got snow? Anybody? Hi, Danielle. Hi, Pam. Hi, Sheila. Debbie, you're cold in Florida? Oh, come on.
Don't make the snowed-in people feel bad.
No, I'm not making them feel bad.
No, not her. The person who says she's cold in Florida.
Cold. She's cold, and it's in Jacksonville. Okay.
Lauren's got snow.
Okay. Snow here. We do. Lots of people snow. Kathy in Orlando. My son is moving to Orlando this week. All right. Well, welcome, you guys. And Kim and I have a topic to talk about tonight that's not really what you expect. Okay. In the past year, since we've started completely keto, we have helped, I'm guessing, tens of thousands of people advance in their keto lifestyle. Whether it's answering questions or being on Facebook Lives, gosh, we get anywhere from 300 to 500 posts a day in our group, and together with our moderators, we're answering. But and what makes me happiest is seeing the incredible number of success stories that we're seeing. And I have to say that when I see some of the stories of people who are struggling and people who have been successful in making changes, whether it's an NSV, a non-scale victory, or whether it's a significant weight loss, or someone whose doctor says, okay, you don't need that diabetes medication anymore, or someone whose doctor says, okay, you're coming off statins. That's what really makes me tick. Kim, what does it for you? Why do you do this?
I am just thrilled to see people change. And, I just recently heard from one of my clients. She is down over 80 pounds now. And she told me for the first time in her life, she feels hope. She feels like every year is not just going to be the same old cycle of lose and gain and lose and gain, but she's just now living a lifestyle that she can maintain. She can be healthy. And I hear stories like that. My hat is falling off. I hear stories like that day in and day out, and it makes me just so excited.
So my question is, folks, you guys are watching this, how many people are fairly new to keto, are either starting or restarting? If you are, type me. Okay? If you are, type me. And we'll start seeing the me's come in a moment, okay? Because it's a little slow on the comment.
The group's been having a lot of new members, so I think there should be a lot of me's.
Okay. And we're seeing there the me's come. They're coming in so quickly that they just like exploding all over the place. Okay, so tonight we are talking to primarily the following groups of people. People who have heard about keto but don't know very much about it and would like to lose weight. Keep that group in mind. Number one, Kim. They're totally new to keto, don't know much about it, but know it's pretty effective. Number two, we have a group of people who have never jumped in and they are looking at 2018 to make this their year, and they are fully ready to go, and they've been gathering information, and they're waiting to dive in head first, come what may, hoping for the best. That's group two. And now comes group three. There you go, group three. She's from the West Coast, so it's either a counting three or it's a gang sign. So group three are the people who got started and life happened. Troubles in the family. They weren't quite sure what they were doing. Or one day they went off keto and felt badly about themselves, and they've never been seen from again. But they know that keto works, so they want to come back. And some people are saying, I'm group one, I'm in for 3 months, I'm restarting. I'm seeing that. Okay. So no matter who you are, this is who we are aiming for. Okay. Now, traditionally, Kim, tell me whether you agree with me or not, but the only way to go into keto is basically to dive in.
Traditionally, that's how I've worked with people to get them into ketosis. We've just gone in the deep end.
Right. And from day one, all of a sudden, everything changes. Yep. You've got to stop this. You've got to stop this. You've got to stop this. You can't do this. You can't do that. And I've seen people's heads spin around and spin around, kind of like my hat now. And they don't know, they can't pedal fast enough to keep up.
Yeah, the word you often hear people use is overwhelmed.
Okay. And we want to make sure that everybody does keto, can get into keto, and can make it happen. So, question for you guys. If you want to make 2018 your year, say, just type in 2018. 2018 is your year to lose the weight, regain your health, change your figure, change your body, change your energy level, change the way you look at yourself, change the way the world looks at you, feel better about yourself. You just type in 2018. And oh my gosh.
A lot of that, Harlan.
Yeah, we're seeing that. We're seeing that. And, you know, when we can work with people one-on-one, when Kim works with people one-on-one, the same way she worked with me it's just about a year ago, right?
Yeah.
When I discovered that my old friend Kim was a keto coach. I had no idea. The last time we had met,
it was in San Francisco. You were in San Francisco.
We were at a restaurant near the pier.
Yes. Yes.
Right. And
we went to dinner.
We went to dinner and we were talking, and then outside, out of the blue, Kim started talking about her frustration with losing weight. It was not something that we had ever talked about before. And then lo and behold, when I started exploring the world of keto and I was looking for a keto coach, I found Kim, and it was like, whoa, there's somebody I know that I can work with. And I had already gone into keto. Kim started advising me. We met about once a week, and then I'm like constantly messaging her and asking her what to do and whatever. And my weight started coming off. But I have to give you a confession. Only from ignorance did I not jump in all the way. I started with low carb, and, you know, right before I started, I was in Israel. And I remember going to a marketplace, and there was granola there. And the guy said, this is completely gluten-free, and there's no sugar at all. I have this every morning. And I was like, great, granola, gluten-free, sugar-free, what could be better? And it tasted great. And the whole year I figured, you know what? There had to be something in there. There had to be something in there. It was too good. And so I went back a couple of weeks ago and I stopped and I asked the guy, what's in here? He goes, oh, it's sugar-free, no sugar at all, gluten-free. And I said, but you taste something in it.
What is in it?
What's in it? And he said, oh, date sugar. I said, how is date sugar not sugar? He goes, well, because it's natural sugar. I said, so would you tell a diabetic that they could have this? He goes, oh, no, not for a diabetic. I said, why are you telling people that it has no sugar? Well, it has no regular sugar, but it does have. Now,
I don't have a dog, I have a canine. What?
Yeah, I didn't even know to ask. Now, today, I went to a barbecue, and we were all set to buy a hamburger, without the roll, of course, when I went up and started asking, okay, what's in the hamburger? Like, you don't expect anything to be in a hamburger. So they went and they spoke to the chef, and the chef didn't come back with its all meat. It came back that there was honey, there was brown sugar, and Worcestershire sauce. And I assure you that the Worcestershire sauce had sugar in it. So you needed 3 kinds of sugar to have a hamburger. I've learned to say no. I've learned to check everything. But it took a while to get that kind of information. And most people feel like failures because they can't pedal fast enough to get all of the information into them. Kim?
Absolutely. I mean, I, just like you, spent some serious time being low carb before I went keto. And it's really easy to make what you think are good decisions, but turn out to be kind of crummy decisions when you're talking about how your body is going to respond on a hormonal level. And so I totally agree that it's important that, 1, you don't feel like an idiot when you make a mistake, and 2, that you learn how to be careful and take care of yourself.
So that is the problem that we are aware that people face every single day when they come to start keto. And we have this strange idea that when people come to start keto, they want the motivation to do it. They want the techniques to do it. They want the wisdom to do it. But most of all, nobody comes to keto because they want to fail.
No.
Everybody wants to succeed. Everybody wants their goals, whether the goal is weight or health or both or appearance. Whatever you want, you should be able to have. And today is the first of the year, and it's time to make a change. Now, I can tell you that most people who make New Year's resolutions, January 1st, they're all gung-ho. But a week from today, January 8th, those resolutions haven't lasted the week. Proof? Today and tomorrow will be the most crowded days at the gym. I'm going to get fit. I'm going to be in there. I'm going to be working every single day. You can't even get on a machine in many gyms today.
Gotta take a number.
Yeah. But go there next week or in 2 weeks, and the place will be deserted again. We want you to succeed. One of the things that we hear, because, by the way, the answer to everything keto is probably in our group already. I can't even think of the hundreds of thousands of questions that by now have been answered. But Facebook is kind of weird. If you go into keto on your phone, okay? If you keep this going on your phone and you go into Facebook, you can't see it. If you go into Facebook on your phone and you decide, you know what? I'm going to search for something in Completely Keto or in Completely Keto for Beginners or Completely Keto Recipes. Facebook will not let you see more than a week or two. Even when you're on your desktop.
Yeah, and it's random. You'll see some from 2 years ago, but then you won't see like 4.
And stuff pops up. Like I saw a discussion that popped up from last April today. Like,
yeah.
How the heck did that happen? It's like not even relevant. The person who was in it isn't even in the group anymore.
Yeah.
Like, what is Facebook doing? So it makes it, Facebook's convenient because, look, everybody's on Facebook. You're in the phone. You get it, whatever. We understand that. But we also realize that, you know, when the same question comes in every single day, okay, like, is peanut butter keto? Is Halo ice cream keto? It's not.
Can I have Jell-O?
Can I have sugar-free Jell-O? Okay. Can I have Diet Coke? It takes some of our, it makes some of our members crazy because, like, why are people asking the same question? And we understand now that it's because people, even people who do search, can't find the answers. Now, I can tell you something, that if you sat down one-on-one with Kim and you said, Kim, teach me how to keto. I'll give you 30 days. You teach me how to keto.
Yep.
You would have not just the knowledge of how to do it, but it would be in you. It would be part of you. It would be something that you would never forget because the best change is micro change. When you change a little bit at a time, you keep the change. When you go all in, it's easy to go all in. It's also easy to go all out. But when you start making these micro changes, they stick with you. So if you gave Kim 30 days or you gave me 30 days, we might not follow the exact same path, but you would get your results. You would start seeing changes. And frankly, what we would do would be to advise you on small steps. Now, all of you guys know that there are other keto groups out there, okay? And everybody has got their own opinion of what's keto, okay? This person says that you can have Wonder Bread on keto. This person says that you can have Cracker Jacks on keto. This person says you can have anything on keto as long as it fits your macros. So they start off their day, you know, by eating 50 carbs because that's their version of keto. We want you to get into keto without going crazy, okay? We want you to go into keto and keep the change. If you agree with me, if you think I'm making sense, say makes sense or just say yes, okay? That's simple, yes. Or just say, no, someone's saying no, okay? Lori, what's that all about?
I think she said no before you told her to say yes.
Okay. Otherwise, Lori, you're in big trouble. Now, someone says, Pam asked a really great question. And the question that she asked is, what about exercise? I didn't mention exercise. And the answer is that you can be effective in keto without exercise. Exercise can accelerate it. Exercise has benefits for your body. And every study of long-term success has involved adding exercise to the mix. But we don't want to scare people away. We don't want to make you crazy and say, okay, you've got to start lifting weights. You've got to start jogging every day. You need to get on the bicycle or the treadmill or the stair climber or the rowing machine or whatever.
A lot of people use exercise as a barrier to entry. They say, oh, I can't start because I can't exercise. And all we're saying is, even if you aren't exercising now, that doesn't mean you can't start keto and start reaping the benefits. Exercise is, of course, fabulous and important for general health and for long-term success. But when you hear people saying, no, you don't need to exercise, that is true, but it's not saying exercise is bad.
Okay. So Kelly has a really interesting comment here. She says she lost 35 pounds since June. She's got about another 35 to 50 to go. Let's go for the 50, Kelly. I paid another coach $50 for my macros and menu, but I can't or won't eat menu plans that include certain things, fish or avocado, and I know I won't. And the answer is, Kelly and everyone else, look at your fingerprints, okay? Kim and I are friends, but we don't have the same fingerprints because we're different people. Foods that Kim likes, I might not like. Foods that I like, Kim may not like because we're individuals. And keto is not supposed to be one size fits all. Although I publish some pretty gourmet recipes on a daily basis, I eat pretty simply. I eat the same fathead pizza that I publish. I eat, for breakfast. Maybe I'll have a hard-boiled egg, or maybe like today, I'll just have a cup of bulletproof coffee. Nobody is alike, and I wouldn't expect anybody in the world to have, to say, okay, this is the diet. You have to do it to be successful. We live in a world that's based on choice. And people are allergic to things. Some people are allergic to fish. It's like, okay, well, sorry, you have to have fish today.
You must eat the fish.
Right. Or some people are allergic to dairy. To say you have to have dairy when you're allergic to it, that wouldn't work for me. So we need to learn seeing people as an individual. Kim,
yes.
How does xylitol work for you?
Well, it's shifted over time a bit, but when I started ketosis, xylitol would kick me out of ketosis. I would no longer show ketones.
Now, when I started, xylitol was great for me. It showed nothing. But over time, xylitol changed its effect on me. And now I'm doing everything stevia, which is not showing an effect on me. But there are some people who report that stevia has an effect on them. We need to treat people as individuals, and we need to hear from you what works for you. Okay? And this is people saying I'm allergic to mushrooms. Love the we are all individuals. And so some people try different things. Some people say this gives me a cooling factor. This doesn't give me a cooling factor. We recognize that you're individuals, and we want to help you grow. It's been 6 months, Kim, since we talked about doing something special. Is it about 6 months?
We've been talking about it about that long.
Okay. And then Kim did some work on it.
Yeah.
And I didn't. And then around November, I went, yeah, January 1st is coming, and we need to do something about this. And since that time, it's all we've been thinking about, which is a radical new way of teaching people to go keto. Okay? I don't believe that there's anything like this. If you check out any of the sites, it's basically dive in, submerge in the world of keto, Maybe you'll make it. Maybe you'll not. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Ooh, Hannah. She's cool. I see her. I see you. Well, I don't see your name up on the screen. Hannah Rosner. She's like superstar. And she is just like the best friend anybody could ever have.
No.
So she is, she's doing it now. And everybody is getting in on resolutions for change. And we want to help you along the way.
Yeah.
What we've come up with is this idea of micro change. And we've put together a program at literally, less than what people would spend in a week at Starbucks on wasted lattes or whatever. You can have the change that you've always wanted and keep it. Plus, I haven't even told Kim this part, but I'm telling you first. Kim's going to be surprised. Not for the first time. This is the way it does it.
You like to surprise me.
Okay. What about we get paid only if you succeed?
What? I think I did.
Okay. Does that sound fair to you? Does that sound fair to you? We get paid only if you succeed. I'm waiting to see the results going. If you think that's pretty fair, say yes. Lori went, whoop. Lori, you're being difficult today.
Woohoo! Okay, people are celebrating. They're not just saying yes.
Okay, they're not just saying yes, they're going beyond yes. Okay. So our number one goal is to help you guys succeed. And so what we've done is we've put together a program. It's called Countdown to Keto. Countdown to Keto is 30 days of Kim and I teaching you every single day. So it may be that Kim is teaching you how to use MyFitnessPal. It could be that I'll be teaching you about avoiding the dieting mentality. It could be that Kim is going to explain what the myths of ketosis are. Could be I'll be talking about how to know whether you're really in ketosis or not. Kim could be talking to you about what ketoacidosis is. And the number one thing, even from doctors, when they hear you doing keto is, well, ketoacidosis is dangerous. So Kim could be talking to you about that. Or I could be talking to you about how to change and become keto without driving every single one of your relatives up one side of the wall and down the other, okay? Because we know that there are people who do this. The bottom line is that for 30 days, you hear from Kim and from me every single day. You get our motivation, you get our encouragement, and this is a 30-day challenge. This is a 30-day challenge. We are going to have you take your measurements, and I talk about that right away on day one, and get on the scale on day one, and then we take a pinky swear. Pinky swear? Remember pinky swear? Pinky swear that we're not getting on the scale for 30 days. But you can take your measurements in between. And we're going to be there showing you the ins and outs of keto and easing you into keto without making you crazy. And if you don't think that this program has done the trick, has done everything that we've promised for you, gotten you into keto in a sane way that that you can see sustaining it, or you just don't like my party hat or Kim's party hat. Whatever the reason is, You just let us know. Heck, you can even go through the program and say, you know what? I could have done it without it. Whatever it is, you just tell us and we'll give you back 100% of your money and we'll still be friends. Okay? We promise you that this is going to work. That's how confident we are of this. Now, when you see the price, you're going to say, what? Seriously? Like, for less than the price of a keto cookbook, these two are promising that they're going to change my life? It's insane. I assure you that there isn't a single weight loss program in the world that costs this little. And remember, because Kim and I are partners in this, we're going to be splitting it. The fact what we're going to make in each individual person probably wouldn't buy a hot dog at a local restaurant. Okay, it certainly wouldn't have paid for even an appetizer at the restaurant where Kim and I last met. Okay, just not. The bottom line is we're doing this for you guys so that you can succeed. You can succeed, and this is something that everybody can do. If you have 10 minutes in the morning, maybe 12 minutes later on during the day, you can watch it on your phone. You can watch it on your iPad. It's 100% compatible. Wherever you are, we will be with you. Plus, we will create and introduce to you after week number 1 a special hotline where you can ask your questions and get lightning responses. So that is going to be something that's a benefit only to people who are in the group. We want your success. It's 2018. We don't want you to be one of the people who starts but doesn't succeed. So our program is called Countdown to Keto. It is up, it is running, and it is available for you, and you can see it right on the screen. Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Fix it.
I'm going to, but it's not letting me.
Uh-oh. The word is countdown with a T.
I see that.
So, and a couple people have asked, how is this different from the programs that I run? And they're very different programs. So, different people have different needs at different times. They're not the same program. This program is specifically designed for people who are looking to work their way into keto, get their questions answered along the way. My coaching, my hat is falling off. My coaching is specifically much more intensive. It's a deep dive with meal plans. It's a more comprehensive program in certain ways. And so some of you are going to like one approach and some of you are going to like the other approach.
This is meant to be an approach for people who want to get started and just don't know how, or for whatever reason, they couldn't continue in keto, or for whatever reason, they were so overwhelmed. We know that there are hundreds of you who could use a program of this. And the fact of the matter is that we're putting our money where our mouths are. And that if for any reason, you are not happy, just let us know. So Vicki says, is the time flexible? Whenever you log in, okay?
It'll be waiting for you.
Okay, night shift worker, so you'll have to tweak this complete keto anytime you like, okay? Countdown, completelyketo.com countdown. Okay, and Andra says, I've lost 40 pounds so far by an illness and have to restart. Okay, come aboard. Christina, you can go there. You can use your. We'll set that up. It's just not ready today. Okay, that's Christina who made those fabulous ice cream sandwiches. Times are flexible. Go there and you see what it is. Absolutely fantastic. I'm looking at the questions. Diet Doctor does it for free for 30 days. A Diet Doctor just lets you in for 30 days and you go through videos. I'm a member of Diet Doctor.
I am too.
Yeah, I'm a member of Diet Doctor. You can go in and spend an hour or 3 hours a day watching videos. And if you have the time for that, more power to you. They give it to you for free for 30 days. 30 days, and then they charge you and keep charging you. But if you have hours to do that, go for it. But will you require a ketone monitor? It's only one way of measuring whether you're in ketone, okay? Start date, it starts when you join. Everybody, whatever. If a person completely misses one of the days, the information is available to review on another day. When will it start? As soon as you join. The site works. Okay, it fits their schedule.
So I'm going to quickly say that, as somebody else asked, this is a really, like, I am a member of Diet Doctor. I love Diet Doctor. I think it's amazing. And a lot of other programs. This is a step-by-step program that follows you through the way that Harlan and I know works to get you from where you are now to really successful and understanding keto. And absolutely, you can do all your own research if you want, but it's also nice sometimes to have somebody take you by the hand and lead you through the process. And that's what we're doing here. And somebody else asked about my other program, which that is coaching versus this is a training program. So they're a little different, and they both are great for getting you where you want to go. And Harlan, do you want to add anything to that?
Well, obviously, this is what we have seen as a major deficit of the reason
missing, really missing.
People are just failing badly and saying that they can't do keto when in fact they can. And the bottom line is that that this will work. It'll work for anybody who wants to work. Okay. Look, you can't watch the videos and eat Oreos and bonbons all day and say, hey, nothing happened. Nothing's going to happen until you take action.
Got to take action.
But we've designed this in such a way that you can do it. Marie says, as a teacher, I can say that this is a great way to do it. Easy steps. Is this something we have to keep buying expensive products? No. Kim?
No. I mean, I often say that keto is as expensive as you want to make it. And keto can be done very, very inexpensively. Absolutely. There's no reason to make it crazy expensive unless you're, enjoy spending all your money on all sorts of gadgets. I find non-keto people also enjoy spending money on gadgets, but.
Is this appropriate for diabetics type 2? Absolutely.
Completely.
If this is a selling problem for Keto OS, you got the wrong folks.
You must be new.
You must be very new. No.
We're very against it.
Us and Keto OS or any of that stuff? No. Okay.
I can guarantee you 100% that none of Harlan or my advice will be to take Keto OS.
Okay. Or any other keto.
Exogenous ketone.
Right. Okay. Where there'll be menus and recipes? Yes. Okay. Someone's overwhelmed. And yes, it's $29. Okay. It's $29.
So, when I started keto, I had to research every single detail of how to be keto. And this is going to be a super shortcut.
Now, there are a lot of people on the site right now, and I'm seeing, welcome, Cindy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, but hopefully you won't be sleepless anymore. That's a secret message to Cindy. Welcome. The time is absolutely flexible whenever you go in. We will set up a question form for you guys. Yes, it's $29. Okay. We will set up a form, and I will also set up something. Okay. I've been $29. You folks have gone keto nuts.
We want everyone to be able to access the program and succeed.
Georgina asked a really great question. $29 every month? Heck no. Heck no. $29 one time. That's it. No. One time only. No, that's it. Any health, here's a good question. Any health contraindications with keto?
There are a few very rare conditions that would be counterindicated. There is a small percentage of the population, I think it's like under 1%, who have fat metabolization issues. This would be something you would know. It's a medical issue. But in general, keto is appropriate for almost everybody. It's pretty rare. And you'd know you have a fairly serious medical condition that it might not be for you.
Welcome, Lindy. Not Linda. Lindy. Welcome, Evelyn. Can I start next Friday? Absolutely, you can. I'm listening. I lost 35 pounds with keto. Cindy, do you want to lose more? Okay, I'm learning about keto. I want to start. This is a great way. Michelle says she's in. Okay, I'm in. Sharon says. Does it cost monthly? No, one time only. You both rock. Will there be easy recipes? Yes. Is it adaptable for plant-based? I think we could do something like that. I have some vegan recipes and things like that. I think we could put something together.
Sure. I am a big proponent in eating animal sources. So I will advise that I think most people should eat animal sources for optimal health. And if there is a, health-related reason, perhaps you have an allergy to animal products, we could work around that.
Okay. I'm seeing, can this work for sugar addicts? Yes.
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, we didn't get to keto.
I'm signing my mom up for this. We start the program while learning. Absolutely.
Yeah, this is a learning program. So
$29 is very cheap. Woohoo.
Yeah. It's learning day by day, adding pieces on. This is not a program where you have to know everything on day one. That's the point. We're taking you on a journey.
If you go to completelyketo.com/countdown, you will be able to sign up. If you go to other pages, you may say you may need to register. Will we post this link on the Facebook page as well? Yes, we will. Can you purchase for someone else who's very interested? Yes. What's the $29 for? It is the tuition for the program. It's a one-time fee. How do you sign up when you're on the site? There's a button. It says add to cart. Okay. Judy says, I'm in. Okay. Well, welcome, Judy. It's completelyketo.com/countdown.
Hey, Ellen, we can help you know how to shop so you won't have to break the bank.
Can you drink red wine? That's a great question. And the answer is that if you drink low-carb wine, most people can do that. Pinot Noir is the best low-carb wine that there is. However, then there are people like me. There are people like me who wine throws me out of keto. Right now, welcome, Mary. Right now, there are so many people like me, well, I'll go in and I'll have some wine and so I have like minimal wine. Okay. How long does the program last? It's 30 days. That's less than I used to spend to see a diet doctor for pills. Very cost effective. Signed up and can't wait. Okay. Also interested. Where do I go to sign up? CompletelyKeto.com/countdown. I just had kidney stones. Is this way of eating okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Mary, you're in. Patty, you're in. Chandra says, I hope I pronounced that correctly, I need to learn as much as possible because I have to help my hubby and daughter. Okay. Just came on. Okay, you'll be able to do this. I'm sorry you can't hear us.
Log out and log back in. It usually helps.
Will it teach you how to stop snacking? Absolutely.
Yep.
Tara's ready to learn. Will I be able to rewatch this? Yes.
And better than Shakeology. Somebody said cheaper than Shakeology.
I'm a type 1 diabetic of 58 years. Will this work for me? Yes.
Absolutely.
How long does the program last? 30 days. What's included in the program? What's included now, people are just like flooding in here. Nancy, okay. It's 30 days of Kim and our teaching in a very well thought out, logical process. What you guys don't see behind the scene is that Kim and I talk and message all the time. And while Kim is doing this, whatever she sees what I'm working on, Kim, can I tell you a secret? Don't listen, yeah. Kim. Don't listen. Kim went in today and saw my intro video. You're listening. Kim went in and saw my intro video and said, no way am I letting Harlan have a better intro video than me. So she went back and redid her intro video because she's competitive at stuff like that.
I am. I was like, Harlan can't win this intro video business.
Welcome, Diane. They're just coming in. We're so excited.
Yeah, Harlan, that's a good idea. I'll make sure. And we do have a how to travel and eat out on keto. Will definitely be a part of the video series.
Yeah, that's such an important thing is that when you go, learning the questions. Welcome, Kay. There are so many things that you have to learn to ask.
Yeah.
So you stop getting info after day 30. After day 30, you're going to be a pro. Sasha asks a great question, which we could put together of shopping lists.
Yeah, absolutely. We can do that.
Okay. Yes, Heather, this will be up. Okay, you got an error message? Well, Robin asks, is there any benefit for someone who's been doing keto for a few months? That depends on you. Are you getting we just got paid by Sweet Tooth Temptations. Okay. Okay. If you are successful on keto and you don't have any challenges, then maybe you don't need this program, and maybe you would benefit best by going to Kim's program. But if not, and you need that extra help, then this may be the answer for you. Okay. People say, Kelly says, I can't get in. Yeah, I think there's Eugene.
Are we too full?
Yeah, someone said that's less than $1 a day. Okay. Hey, how do you guys feel about protein shakes? Low carb, no sugar, of course. I'm not a breakfast person. So, really down. One of the things that I teach in week 1 is when I went to a doctor a while back for help when I was doing low carb, they told me to have this special shake for breakfast once or twice a day. And the bottom line is that it didn't do anything for me. And they kept saying, but you're not having the shakes. I am. I'm having the shakes. I mix it in. I put water in. I put ice in. I drink it. It tastes good. Well, guess why it tasted so good, Kim?
It had a few carbs in there.
Yeah, and maltodextrin.
Oh, some sugar too. Let's throw that in. Yeah.
Let's throw that in. So we want you. Can I go on a soliloquy, Kim?
Sure, Harlan.
Okay. Someone who is a naturally thin person, someone who doesn't have to watch their weight, does not have protein shakes for breakfast. Someone who is naturally thin is not always picking up bars to eat. That's a sign of a dieting mentality. Naturally thin people eat when they are hungry and stop when they are full. And they learn to tell the difference. And that's what we want for you. We want you, for some people, for me, keto was the first time that I ever experienced feeling full. Otherwise, I would just keep eating. And now I'm like, oh, I'm full. No, I can't have any more. Or I'll be at a restaurant and say, okay, that was quite enough. Thank you. Looking for the questions. The program is available. If you are a member, it's always available. Okay. If there are people, you will be able to get in touch with us. Restaurants, yes. The information will, once you join, you're a member. If you need a refresher, Melina, you're always going to learn something new. Heck, every time I talk to Kim or watch one of her videos, I learn something new.
You know, I still reread the keto books I read my first couple weeks of keto because I pick up either new motivation or new information. It's just often even good to hear something you already knew, but just to remind it.
So I'm going to just respond and show you that if you can't see my thing, but here's my Kindle. Here's my Kindle, and I am reviewing Keto Clarity myself because I go over things. I go over all of the books. Today, actually, in preparation for my recipe book, we were looking at all of the keto books on Amazon. And one of the sad things that we noted is that a lot of the keto recipe books aren't entirely keto. People complain to me all the time. Okay. Ginny has the best line ever. It says, so basically it's like only $1 a day for knowledge to help change our lives. That's a heck of a deal. I'm going to sign up. Yes. And if it doesn't work for you, you get your money back.
Hey,
that's a freaking good deal.
It's a freaking good deal. No, whoever just asked, I'm sorry, your name went by too fast. You don't need a protein shake after you work out. No, you don't. Just going to say no. If you really are, if you're hungry, have a hard-boiled egg or something.
Okay.
And we'll go over why. Why am I telling you not to have protein shakes? Why is it so important? Well, Harlan went into one of them, but there are others, like what it does to your insulin.
I need to know. Here's a great question, and I'm going to let Kim answer it. I need to know what foods to have prior to starting. And the answer is no, you don't. Trust us. We've worked this all out. We don't want you going cold turkey, okay? You're not a drug addict, and we are not putting you in a program where you have to cut yourself off immediately, whatever. We think that that's one of the reasons that people don't succeed. Trust us, we're going to ease you into keto, okay?
Yeah, I mean, when Harlan and I started talking about this, the conversation started because we said, actually, Harlan said to me, hey, I think there are a lot of people in our group who haven't started yet. And I'd been running coaching for people that had already started, that had started keto and wanted to know how to do keto better. But then Harlan was like, there's a lot of people in there. I don't think they've begun. What could we create to get them started, just to start?
Okay, I'm just seeing. I want to welcome people and whatever. Thank you to, oh my God, I've missed a bunch. Stephanie and Catherine and Christy and Diamond and Michelle and Lila and Lisa and Joanne and Tamara and Andrea and Lisa and Brad. Okay, I see we're going to have lots of friends for this journey. And here's the thing, is that, oh, and Sharon and Eugene.
Sasha, you said you're an addict. I'm an addict too, and you gotta. Keto has been the life changer.
And welcome, Kelly. I'm up super early and out by 6 a.m. I find more and more I can go without eating in the morning. I couldn't before I'd get dizzy. Okay. Yeah. Well, we're going to be talking to you about things like that. There are going to be certain morning routines that I'm going to ask you to do. Okay. Keto's high fat. I've always read that women who eat high fat are more susceptible to breast cancer. What about that?
More recently, a ketogenic diet and a high fat diet. That's basically been pretty much debunked from a fat perspective. The issue that was going on with the testing that had been done with regards to breast cancer is what fat does in a high carbohydrate environment. So the information out there in the world, I'm taking this hat off. The information out there in the world about high fat being damaging is not high fat keto. It's high fat, high carb, which is absolutely 100% not the way to do it. You want to go high fat, low carb. So ketogenic diets have not been found to increase any rates of breast cancer. No.
Christy says the cost is awesome, but will you clarify we'll be able to continue to access the info after the first 30 days? It is yours forever. If you want to sign up, it is at completelyketo.com/countdown. If somebody would type that, Tamara, maybe you could type that in the link so that people could see it. HTTP, just like it says on the screen. Somebody type it in the link. Help other people out who don't know where to go and do it. Nancy is in. Okay. We're awesome. Nothing tastes as good as feels. Helen, you are in. Samantha, welcome. More people are signing up. If I apologize if I don't get to say your name. But literally, you know, so many people are seeing something that we're going to do. Samantha, okay, you can watch. You'll be able to do it. Okay. Christy, hold on. People are typing it in. Completely keto got time. Okay. Kim, your celebratory balls look great.
I had to change my hat.
I'm in. Cassie says.
No, Carla, it's okay. We can help you even if you suck at cooking.
No, this will not be complicated. Oh, that is awesome. Amanda says, after struggling with infertility for years, I delivered my keto baby 3 months ago. I'm a believer.
Congratulations.
That's great. That's great. Okay. Liz, can we recap real quick? And the answer is yes, but you will be able to watch this again. We have put together a program to enable people to succeed at keto who haven't ordinarily been able to succeed. We're using the latest technology for habit change and make permanent change, which is called micro change. If you study the personal change books today, they are all advising that for habit formation, we do it in small steps. So that means every day you're going to get a 10 or a 12-minute message from Kim, a 10 or a 12-minute message from me, and we're going to be taking you gently into keto. But by day 30, you are going to be keto experts and seeing the change. Keto's helped me with migraines. I just sent the link to several of my friends. Okay, I'm in. I just joined. Tell me again what's going on. What's going on is you should be having a link. You should have gotten an email if you joined with an email and a login, and you can go in and start watching Kim and I right away. That's fantastic. Okay, we convinced you. Fantastic. It's 12 degrees in Minnesota. Okay. It's 12 degrees plus 60 in Florida.
We're only like 40 up here.
Okay. Signing in from South Korea. Is this for 1 month? Yes. And then, Amy, you will join us in our group and you will be a pro. And signing in from South Korea, we are proud of you. That's fantastic. You're on the front lines. I am
keto is possible, dairy-free. We will talk about dairy-free.
Okay. Woohoo, signed up. Excited to restart and go the distance. Yes. We are in single digits in West Virginia. Okay. Sorry, in the 80s on Maui. I love Maui. Love, love, love Maui. So it's all pre-recorded. That's right. And every day, Minetta, it's long. Kay, if you didn't get an email, no, wait a second. Minus 30 degrees. We don't even think that low. Okay. If you did not get an email notice, please check your spam folder. Okay. We'll post something inside. It's all pre-recorded for you, but we will give you a way of setting up. Okay. We will do this. Other questions? I'm just like watching from Tasmania. Victoria she's in, as is Kathy, Celine, Shannon, Broband, Sue. Oh, that's a business name. Helen, Donna, welcome.
Welcome. You'll be
Clearwater.
watching our shiny, bright faces for the next month.
Okay, Alyssa, we will post something. If you have a problem, we'll take care of that. The link to register is completelyketo.com/countdown. Okay. My tech is on board. Let's see. Please make sure everyone who joins is getting a link with a username and password. Thanks. Okay, and my programmer who is in England stayed up to make sure that there's no problem. Link is in red. Okay. I'm here from Missouri. I'm signed in. Went to the site, says you have to be a member. If you go to Completely Keto Countdown, you will see this. CompletelyKeto.com/ oh, you guys can't see my screen. Okay.
They can't.
They can't. But we will. I'm going to go to Facebook.
Robin says check your spam folder.
Okay.
Is this good if you've been on it for a while, Sandy? You know, that really depends. Do you feel like there are holes in your knowledge? Do you think there are things you could learn to make you more successful? I would say it's a pretty low-cost program to follow to fill in some gaps.
And I'm posting the link on the page right now as soon as my computer lets me.
I'll talk, Harlan, while you're doing that. I just want to say, Harlan and I really thought a lot about what goes into this program so that everyone can fill in the blanks. You may know some things, but you don't know other things. We really make sure we cover a variety of topics because it's 30 days. There are two of us. That's 60 videos about keto and how to go from not keto to fully keto. And so even if you've already gone keto and you want to make sure that you covered all the bases, I think it's a great way to check in. Also, when I first went keto, I was constantly learning more about keto because it kept me honest. It kept me keto. So it's like a daily check-in with both of us on your keto journey, watching a video that we're talking about. We will talk about figuring out your macros. We will talk about what are macros, how to eat, you know, from A to Z. We're absolutely going to be talking about it. Hey, Houston. Harlan is problem solving.
I've just posted the link in. I've just posted the link, and that should help. You should see it. There it is. There's my link. And if you're on Facebook, I've also done this.
Hey, Marie, I'll put some information in our Superstart group about it as well, so you can look there.
Okay, and we're seeing, okay, Kathy, Sue, Donna, Marianne, Kevin, how do I pronounce that? Rosemary, Cornerstone, Amble, Jacqueline, Linda, Ellen. Okay. Okay. Click the link.
Rosa said she had to type it into her browser for some reason, but there you go.
Okay. Anybody who has a problem, we will be on it. Sasha, you're in. Okay. Now remember, when you join, you get access to this. How do I register? I tried to go to the site, but it says members only because you were very likely emailed a link to register or a username and a password and told where to do that. Okay. If not, my programmer is up and he is on it. He's in the UK. He's really good. Do you remember both Keto BJ machines?
I think she said recommend. I think she means.
Keto machines? What's a keto machine?
Like the ketone testers, I think they're asking about. You know, I think that I do recommend getting a keto tester. Harlan uses the breath tester. I use the blood tester. And so I think they can be very helpful. But you don't need them, but they can be very useful information. Harlan does the ketonics, and I do the Keto Mojo. And there's a discount code in the group for the Keto Mojo if you search that.
See, Kim has this thing about pain and blood. And I'm a wimp, so yeah. I don't do that. But it doesn't hurt to blow anything. Okay.